Alright guys, so this morning I'm going to be showing you how to draw the nose. And I'm going to do it the simplest way I can. Right? What we're going to do is we're going to start, I have a half sheet of paper towards the bottom. I'm going to start off by making 3 circles. And you're going to make these circles pretty light, okay? Because you're not really going to see the circles in the final drawing. It's just for you to kind of think of things as spheres, okay? So we have these 3 circles right here. What we're going to do now is, as we're drawing our nose, there are very few lines in here, okay? So what we're going to do is on the outside of these 2 circles over here, we're going to make the line of the nostrils, okay? And then down here towards the bottom, this circle right here, the bigger one, we're going to come down a tiny little bit. And we're going to come up over here to these curves. So it's kind of following this circle, and then it goes up and dips back down. Same thing on this side, goes up and dips back down. Okay, so your nostrils are going to come down a little bit lower than the nostril hole. Okay, as you're drawing your nose, we do want to have a little bit of darkness over here, but you want to fade it out. Okay. And you don't want to have it, you don't want to have these super black dots in there. So just from really dark and then fade it out. Okay, next thing we want to do, because the rest of the nose is pretty much just all shading. I'm going to have a very light line that's going to come up. And then it turns out over here by where our eyes are going to be. This would be where the eyebrows are. Okay. Once again, these are not real lines, it's just kind of a guideline. And then from the outside of our nostril, what I'm going to do is create an imaginary line that comes up over here as well. Okay? And what we're going to do now is go ahead and shade this whole thing. Let's say the light is coming from this direction over here. Okay? Thinking of this as a sphere, what I'm going to do is shade the right side of this sphere. Okay? Same thing on this side. Shade the right side of this sphere. You'll notice I'm not going quite up to the line. I'm staying a little bit away from it. Just like with our sphere, you have that little bit of reflected light. You have the same on the nose. Okay. And then on this sphere, we're not going to do that because it's, the light's hitting it from this direction. But all along the bottom of the nose, there would be, just kind of like in this area, there would be a little bit of shadow because it's down towards the bottom part. Okay, the shadow that I have over here on the tip of the nose, I can bring it down over here onto this bottom part. Okay, and we are going to have a little bit of shading on both sides of the nose. From this imaginary line to the line that was coming up off of this middle circle. And then same thing on this side, except since the light's coming from this direction, the left side of our nose is going to be even darker. Okay, and then over here in the tops of our circles, we can go ahead and make it a little bit darker. This would be kind of like a triangle coming up off of the face. And if the light's coming from this direction, the nose itself would kind of create a shadow on the face. So over here, all on this side, I'm going to have some shading. And then you can imagine here's the top of our lips that come down like this, right? Here's this little curved part. What's going to happen is we have this dip over here on the lip. Light's coming from this direction. We have a little bit more of a shadow over here on this side, and then it fades out as it comes back around. And then it dips down again on this side, and it has some more shading. Okay, and there we go. There's our super generic, easy version of how to draw a nose. Okay, just to see it again, super fast. 3 circles. Okay, one big one, 2 small ones on the side. Wow, that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is make the outside come down a little bit below this. Go ahead and make these nostril holes. Make this extend down a little bit below. Have my imaginary lines that come up. And then lines from here going up towards this way. Shade, shade, shade all along the bottom. And then the nostril holes from really dark, just fade it out. Dark, fade it out. Shade over here and over here. Alright, hope you guys learned something new, and you can go ahead and draw noses a little bit better from now on out. Alright, thanks.